Okay, I'm just gonna give it like 5 seconds and then go into the intro. Okay. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the Big BRUHther podcast. We are back again to cover the first week of Big Brother Canada 4. I'm your host, Dylan. This is my channel, TheAppleCowProdigy. And then my co-host is also here.
Hi, I'm Frankie. Super excited to talk about the first week of Big Brother Canada 4.
Mm-hmm. Although we kind of know what happened because we watched 2 episodes, but the feeds weren't up. So
That's true.
It was very fast paced. It kind of got overwhelming in the second episode because it was like, oh shit, now someone's going home. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But we will not be talking spoilers on the feeds till the end of the episode. So this will be spoiler free up till the end. And we'll give you plenty of warning for when we're going to go into spoilers. So as long as you've seen the first 2 episodes, you are good. Let's, I guess, first start off talking about the new set. It's known as the BB Can Grand now, and you just get in, what did Arissa say? An early eviction. It wasn't like you were, no, she didn't say you were evicted. She says like an early checkout.
Yes, that's what it was. An early checkout.
And I was just like, the twists? Are there going to be more twists? What is this? And I'm like, oh, it's just whatever. It's just her replacing her eviction spiel. But I was like, no. For whatever reason, it really bugged me.
Yeah, Canada so far, like they do this weird thing where they like try to separate themselves from BBUS, like in really small things. Like instead of saying meetings are adjourned, they say meetings are complete. Now she's coming up with new ways to say they're kicked out of the house. I don't know. It threw me for a loop too. I was like, wait a minute, checked out? What does that mean? Is she evicted or is she just like going on like she's going to a new hotel? I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah.
But
yeah. But the house looks beautiful.
Oh, I love it.
I think it's safe to say that this house with the wonderful furniture from the Brick
sponsor
might
us.
Be, yeah, please. This house looks a lot better from the inside than the BBUS house, I'd say.
The BBUS house is a dump. Let's be real here. It is a dump compared to the Can house.
It has a pool. It might be a safety hazard for people named Jerry, but it's still there.
I mean, the BBUS kind of has a pool. They have like a small kiddie pool. It's like I don't know, like 5 feet across. The Can, they have like a hot tub and a full length like Olympic pool.
I mean, I guess I don't think I've ever seen the pool be used, and I've watched I've watched 2.5 of the seasons.
It was the last time I remember it being used. Oh, yeah, actually. Yeah, there's one point something that happened towards the end of last season where they used the pool, but you weren't watching by then. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but I'm gonna be watching all of this season because
it was also reported that Dallas went skinny dipping in that pool earlier when we didn't have the feeds up, so we missed out on some gold. It's unfortunate.
Damn. Yeah, that's. It annoys me that the feeds don't go up. I'm fine, like, okay, wait till the first episode. Or whatever, but what I would like is like the first episode goes up literally like 3 days after they get into the house, so then we can see them socializing and see like how the Vita, or like we don't have to watch Vito comp, but at least see the house dynamics, so we can like actually say if we agree with whether these people voting out which one, or whether we agree for each individual person what the right move is for their game when they vote out either Kelsey or Paige. It was annoying to me that we just had to go off the edit, and I was at that point I was like, I mean, I like both of them. I don't care.
Yeah, because of the edit and the fact we don't have feeds, we don't know why Paige went home. We really don't. Besides for the fact that like people liked Kelsey more, I guess. Like the only thing I can come up with was that it seemed like Paige seemed like super reserved and wasn't really willing to campaign for herself.
Yeah, which is that. I mean, well, see, here's what I think happened. See, she went into the game with her dog psychology.
I forgot about that. She doesn't even use it. Oh man.
No, she probably did because dogs automatically love you. She just assumed everyone would love her and want to keep her, and that didn't happen.
Poor Paige.
Yeah. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. Out of all, so we got our introduction videos. Were there any people that specifically stuck out to you in their introductions?
In their intro videos, not really. If I'm being honest, I like they didn't seem like I pretty much got the same vibe from everyone I got from their 2-minute videos on the website earlier.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, there's actually a lot that stuck out to me. There's a lot. Like I was
Okay.
laughing my ass off almost the whole time. These are much more like glamorous shots of these people than we ever get in BBUS. Like the whole Cassandra bit had her posing like on a car,
Okay.
and then you know how every single time they do these, they always like intercut between someone saying, "Oh, I just want a big, tall, strong man," and then it cuts to the big, tall, strong man. The way they
Yep.
add it together, we had Philip, and they were hinting towards a Philip and Maddie romance, which I think I
Okay.
called during the preview, and I was like,
Okay,
"Damn,
but
it
you
could
didn't call it
happen."
was like a joke. You said they have like the fact that they hate girls in common. I don't think you were serious about that. If you were, then props to you. But me and the rest of the world also predicted Jared and Kelsey.
Yeah,
Anyways, so
yeah. I forget who it was. It wasn't Levita, or actually maybe in Levita, but it was Levita or Sherry. Is that her name? Sherry.
Sherry,
Sherry. It
yep.
was one of them. Like had basketball in her bio or
Okay.
in her video, and she was like playing basketball, and I was like, damn, I like this person. See, I wrote on my notes I like blank because I didn't realize who it was while it was happening. I never went back and fixed that. Oh, it was Sherry. Sure.
Okay.
I thought Raul seemed a lot more like I actually really liked this video. I thought he was going to be completely useless, and he kind of so far hasn't really done much. But it's like no one's really done much so far. Like the only people that have done things so far have been Levita's been bad, but we'll get to that.
We'll get to there.
Yeah. But yeah, I thought Raul was actually really funny in his beginning. They really focus on Levita being fit, which I thought was interesting, and then I guess it makes sense that she would win.
Yeah.
Joel got the derpy music, and
Joel's video did stand out to me a bit. Out of all of them, probably Joel's the most.
I wrote here, Joel gets the derpy music until he drops a sick beat. Because myself along with everyone else in the world, when he said he was an aspiring actor, thought, oh, okay, so he's like just like a small guy trying to make in the business. So he's a musical theater actor.
Yeah, I assumed he was just a guy who played like a nerdy guy in like a commercial, or like a a throwaway character in the TV show. Not a throwaway, but like a cameo kind of character.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 1-episode role.
Kind of like
but
Peter
musical
Brown.
theater, musical theater that changes things though. That changes a lot of things. It changed my perception of him quite a bit. I think where he has from that video, it made me think he has some more social skills than he let on. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
But
I also thought it was sad when Joel said that he had never had a girlfriend before, and I was like, "Aw, you're 33.
Yeah.
That's really sad."
33. That's a long time.
Yeah. Jared, he basically got the Emmett introduction. It's so obvious that they cast him to be the new Emmett. Will he be as good as Emmett? No.
No.
Even if he's really good, Emmett's one of the best BB Cam players that we've seen. Jared doesn't seem like he's going to be that level, so I don't think he'll live up to that casting.
No.
I thought it was hilarious. They had a cut from I think Kelsey saying that she likes her men big and strong, and then it cut to Jared in slow motion. I almost fell off my chair laughing. I thought it was hilarious.
I think like dissecting these videos. These videos are just like, for me, it's like get them out of the way. Let's get to the game. Like I don't care.
No,
let's get into the game.
Yeah, these are grade A entertainment.
Mm.
No, should I say? When everyone went to the house, that was a good play for Dallas to basically just be like, be the person that mixed all the drinks and
Yeah, Yeah, so now we're getting to the actual episode with content, the part where I pay attention to. Yeah, that Dallas mixing drinks and he's like, because it was great because he's immediately known as he's like the first friendly face like the majority of the cast saw when they walked into the house was him handing them a drink. Like that was a great play by him. I don't know if that was like strategic or that's just him being himself. Either way, it bodes well.
I mean, the people clearly like him because they had that segment, I think, in the second episode where he's cuddling with Kelsey and
Cassandra.
Who's the other one he was cuddling with?
Cassandra, I think.
Yeah, Cassandra. And everyone else was like, damn, Dallas. Back at it again. I remember I was watching that and I was like, huh. Good for Dallas.
Yeah.
I said, oh yeah, during Paige's intro video, I said Paige reminds me more of a more badass version of Cara Delevingne with the way that she looked, and then she immediately said that she couldn't count from seconds to that she had a tough time converting her seconds to minutes to hours.
Are you speaking Cara? Is that Cara from the Coaches season?
No, Cara. No, I was just saying that just pure physical features wise. I thought she looked like Cara Delevingne from like Paper Towns and Suicide Squad.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Cara from Dan's team.
No,
Coaches season. Sorry.
Yeah, no. That's just what I wrote here, and then I was like, oh my god. Mitchell's intro was nice.
Yeah, I love seeing Mitchell, my man.
Yeah, I actually really liked Ramsey's intro because he called Toronto the Six.
I like that too.
So he referenced a Drake song and then he spun a basketball. And I'm like, he's basically Drake. The Raptors should hire this guy.
They should. Yeah, I like the Six. That's one of the only parts that made me laugh with these videos. It was like, oh, it was good.
I laughed out loud for Christine's segment. They had a cougar sound effects.
I'm sorry, you're breaking up for me a little bit.
Okay. During Christine's segment, like similar to how for Becky they would play a train sound, for Christine they played a cougar sound effect.
Oh yeah.
A cougar roar. I thought that was funny. And then so that group goes in, and now everything after this is straight up the game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. We got our first cringe segment at Joel where he couldn't open the champagne.
He's not very good at popping things. We figured that one out in the first episode.
And I was like, oh my god. It went on so long too. For a show that's so fast paced. They spent more time on Joel trying to open the champagne than the show did explaining Levita's mindset for trying to like put up people.
Yeah, that thing was literally longer than most people got screen time. The
first DR session I believe that we got was of Maddie calling Kelsey fake.
You love it. Oh,
and they had known each other for like an hour tops at that point. Oh my god, it was great. I for one was excited to see Maddie versus Kelsey for Jared's affection. I thought that was going to be fun. I don't think it's been happening so far, but
I haven't seen anything besides that little segment. Like nothing.
Yeah.
Pertaining to that so far.
Mm-hmm. And now we get the big twist that we also covered last episode in the spoiler section because it got leaked. We have a new house guest, Nick, who is Philip's brother. And apparently they both didn't know they were going to go on the show, even though they filmed them together at the dinner table.
There's some people that brought up some good arguments on how they could have like actually not known. Like they could have just filmed them at the table and then told them like, okay, like one of you is going to get in the show. You know, we're going to use one of you. And then they end up using both. It doesn't really matter. I don't know. It's them not knowing each other would have like not knowing it made it. At least their acting made it a good TV moment.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I thought it was really good how they played it off and they didn't know each other, and then they had the dramatic irony editing where it showed Christine's just like, I remember Christine said something and was sitting right next to Philip, and Philip's like, oh and he's just like, whoa, my God, what the hell just happened? And then, in good old Big Brother Canada fashion, they completely ruined their twists.
Arissa,
Like,
what are you doing? What are you doing?
I was so upset. I was like, "Are you kidding me?" Like they played it off well too, and I was like, "Oh, this could be really interesting to see how they play together and stuff." And it's like, nope, we're just gonna tell everyone that these people came in and immediately tried to deceive the house.
It would have been
Oh,
amazing if we Phil's on the block, and then Nick's trying to campaign for him the entire week. We got to keep Phil. Got to keep Phil. Got to keep Phil. And then somehow by the end of the week, Phil goes out, and then Arissa says, "Phil, you have got an early checkout, and so does Nick. You're out of here. Get him out." And everybody, that would have been a much better. That would have been such a great reveal instead of just everyone being like, "These guys are brothers," even though I've met them 15 seconds ago. What a surprise!
Yeah. Another aspect that annoys me of the twist is that if one of them like blows up and pulls like a Willy Hands or some shit and like gets himself evicted immediately, like they're both gonna be screwed. And it like I was so excited. Philip is my flair on the Big Brother Canada subreddit. I was so excited.
Wait, really? No.
Yeah.
Ramsey.
Oh no, he's my winner's pick, but I'm rooting. I was rooting for Philip, so okay. I made him my flair. I also have Caleb Flair on the Survivor subreddit, just because he was the only one that I knew.
I forgot to do a flair for Survivor. Dang it, oh, man.
But I was so excited, and they were both excited too to play their own game, like you were playing as one. And even if you can get to the end of the game, you get half of what you would have gotten for like double the work.
Right. I like how one of the lines Arissa kept saying was like, "We're doubling down this season. We're doubling down." And then they're like, "What if it's so great?" She's like, "You have to get to the end, and we're doubling down your prize money." And it's like, no, Canada doesn't have that money.
Yeah.
No Big Brother show has that money.
Mm-hmm. I saw on, I think, their Facebook page that one of the new perks of winning Big Brother Canada is you get like $25,000 in like laundry.
Yeah, like, OxyClean.
Yeah, OxyClean branded stuff.
I think you get like a washing and dryer machine, and then like a bunch of soap. I think that's how it works.
Yeah, and then I think they'll also make over your like laundry room or something. And I was like, cool. I'm sure that's gonna drive them all away.
Yeah, it's something. It's not. I mean, it's no. Well, they didn't have something like that last year. They just had the brick, right? Did they have something else?
It was just vacation? It was a all expenses paid, or it was like a $25,000 gift card to the brick.
Right, they have that this season too. I feel like didn't they have like a trip they could go on last year too? I think. I don't know.
Maybe I don't know. It was a while, and then so then they do this vote for the HOH comp, and they vote for who they think is going to go out first, and who they think will win. And once again, the brothers are given a very shit hand. Because it's like, if you don't win HOH, you get put in solitary for 24 hours. Like, when you're supposed to be making friends and getting to know all these people. Are you kidding me?
It was like ridiculous, right? Because Joel just got handed a prize for existing. And like Philip and Nick, who are already at disadvantage, just gave another disadvantage. Like, even if you win, then you have won the first HOH. Like, it's not always a great thing. It could be a good thing. Not always. And it's like Joel's to stand up there for 7 minutes. Like, it's literally a second longer than Cassandra or Christine, whoever fell down first. Like, it was ridiculous.
Yeah, and then speaking of that, Joel got voted the least likely to win, the first one out, and he just had to outlast one person, and he gets a week of immunity.
Yeah.
Like, and that was this was a absolute best case scenario for Joel's game because everyone thinks that he's not a threat, that he just beat one person, and he had no chance of going home.
No chance, and he's chilling. He's relaxed. Everyone's freaking out the first week. He's chilling.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. And I thought the comp itself was actually pretty cool.
It was fine. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. And
it was
then,
all right.
And then when Nick eventually fell off, because Nick was one doing the comps for this week, I didn't see this, and I never rewound it, but everyone else on the subreddit, on Twitter, and other podcasts I've listened to have talked about this. Apparently, he also pushed off Sherry.
You didn't see it? You could clearly see it. He even apologizes to her.
No, like I know it was shown, but I think I was like looking at at the like live discussion when it happened.
Oh, okay.
And I just looked over, and then he's apologizing, so I just fill in the blank. Was it like he literally like fell off sideways and knocked her off?
It was like, yeah, so like he's on the platform and he like fell off to his left and she's to his left. And so he's like falling off. As he's trying to catch himself, he puts his arms out, and on the way down he like pushes, his arms are on Sherry as he's falling. So like he basically, I think it's like an instinct to grab onto her, right? It's like an instinct so you don't fall down. And he just like, and then with the pressure of that, it just knocked her right off.
Well, Sherry got pushed.
It's true.
It's the long-awaited sequel to Helen Got Pushed, as everyone keeps joking.
That was a while ago. My goodness.
Yeah, it was 3 years ago.
Wait, only 3? Oh my goodness.
Helen was BB15, yeah.
Yeah, well, wow. It feels like way longer. Wow.
Mm-hmm. And then Levito wins. Jared goes out, gets runner-up, which I don't even see the point. If at that point in time, like what if you're gonna already show that you're a huge threat, you might as well just try to win it.
Yeah, I get it. I don't know. I think there's definitely pros and cons, and probably the cons outweigh the pros. But at the same time, like from his perspective, now he's safe for a week and can play in next week's HOH.
Mm-hmm,
So.
That's true. He did cut the deal, so I guess it does make sense as long as she keeps.
It was also like the shortest deal ever. Like usually in like BBUS when they're like super long deals, like when you have the what was like the final like 7 or 8 deal, the famous deal between Dan and Ollie in season 10, where he famously backstabs Ollie. Like they were up there for hours and hours till eventually they were like, I'm gonna cut you a deal because I can't stand up here any longer. They were there for like maybe a couple seconds longer than the other people.
Well, it's also a much different situation. One was when like the house dynamics had already been established. You knew exactly where everyone stood, and it was like final 7. This is the first HOH, and this is the first night that they're there. I think.
I'm just saying it felt weak to me. Like, come on, if you wanted to stay in there a little bit longer, if you clearly didn't want it, then you should have dropped out earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And then we get Levita is our new HOH. I was like, okay, cool. I'm excited to see her play the game. And man, is she horrible at this game.
Yeah. So far, not looking good.
So she wants to get rid of Kelsey. And generally speaking, getting rid of someone, trying to take out a big target week 1 doesn't work. It didn't work.
Is Kelsey a big target?
Well, she was a big target by extension of showmancing Jared.
Sure. Because
she wanted to take out Jared, but she didn't want to be like a liar the first week.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. It's fine. So let's go after Kelsey. And then she just like, oh, Paige exists, I guess. Let's also put her on the block as a pawn. And then Paige is like, pawns. And Paige is like, okay. And then cries because pawns go home. And it's like, yeah, it's exactly what's going to happen. And then she tells Paige, and Paige is like, okay, because like previous, like last season BB16, J-Mac was always like, okay, I'm going to go on the block. And it worked out for him. He never got evicted any of those times. So I guess maybe Paige just thought maybe that could be the same thing.
Well, Johnny Mac also had 2 chances to save himself every time. He had the battle, the block, and the veto.
Mm-hmm. So. Yeah, it's fair enough. And then after nominations, Kelsey goes up and confronts Levita. Is like, why didn't you tell me, but you told her? And Levita's honest.
Too honest. Get out of here.
How dumb can you be? there are very few like rule of thumbs in Big Brother in terms of like there's a lot of them, but there's very few enormous ones, and one of them is don't be honest. Like I think it was Mike Boogie and BB14 said that you can write blank checks or whatever. What was this?
Bounce checks.
Yeah. You can bounce checks, and Frank's like, I'm just being honest. Like, that's your problem. Stop being honest. Lavina clearly had not seen BB14, did not follow Mike Boogie's should be obvious advice. And it's like, well, that's because I want you to go home. And I was like, what? I don't understand how dumb someone can be. Like, to do that.
I don't. She put herself in a hard position, right? Because like her decision to take out Kelsey makes literally zero sense. For to start off with, because like if she really wanted to take out a big target, she puts up Jared and Kelsey together, but she can't because she gave her word. So why anger one of them when you immediately have now two targets instead of one?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I agree.
It was a rough first day or two for our girl Lavita.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then we get the veto competition, and was it Lavita that you were house guest choice?
Yes.
Yeah, and then she picked Sherry, so she automatically shows who her number one ally is as well this week.
It's also the only one to clap for it was Sherry. Like everyone was like, "Oh, house guest choice," and Sherry's like, "Yeah, pick me, yeah, me."
Oh, right.
Well, she was like everyone was just like house guest choice, and they're all sitting there, and she's like, and it was like, "What are you doing?" Like,
yeah, I don't know. And then there were some good gifs made from this veto comp on the Big Brother Canada Twitter. Like Paige took a fall that looked like it really hurt.
That was so good.
Part of me wanted to submit that to r/me IRL.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah. Look for it soon. I'm gonna try to get some karma. And then there's the shot of Raul where he's going on the on like what I'm like a track, I guess you can call it, and then he like acts as if he fell off and he dives into the water, and it just looks like majestic, I guess. Yeah. I was like, this is hilarious. Also, the most important thing to come out of this veto comp is holy shit, did Kelsey look hot?
I'm not going to disagree with you, but I thought the funniest thing to me that said the most thing about the competition is that there was like from the opening, like they do like the shot of like establishing the entire course, and they do some like close-ups, right? And then they do like, I really gotta win this because I don't want to go home. I really gotta win this, so they don't take my nominations. The exact same DRs we've heard for literally 17 years now.
Yeah.
And then it cuts to them. It's like go, and it's like it's a shot from showing all their faces, and then the next shot it comes from the other side or behind, and there's like all of the guys are on the other side completely, and you have people like Paige that are just like still on the very starting point, just like it's like, no, come on. Oh, it's so sad.
Yeah. I thought the comp was actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, Paige had no shot of winning this. Nick was a beast. Runner-up MVP though was Raul with Blossom the Fecas.
Yeah, it's a new one.
Yeah.
We'll add that one to the BB dictionary.
Yeah. Now the big question is, will he get it tattooed on him?
You know, I'm gonna say no, but I want it to happen.
Yeah, so. I mean, it doesn't have quite the same ring to it as Calteru, which Sydney got tattooed on her. At least I think it was Sydney who did Calteru, isn't it?
Paula, DJ Paula Shea.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, Paula. And you know what? Raul? You did not do the worst ever in BB history when it comes to trying to make a word. Because no one will ever beat BB15 Week 1 David. didn't spell anything.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what did you spell? Oh, right, nothing. That's right. I remember that. Yeah, only person that never spell a word, just like even like try.
He legit just could have put an A up, and like it would have been horrible.
Yep.
But at least he would have spelled something. It makes it even better that he went home that week.
Yeah. Oh.
So yeah, Nick wins the POV. The brothers get their co-op DRs, and they're like, "We won. We're safe for the week." And like, personally, I mean, Philip was my Flare pick, but I think that they're both like good TV, and I'm a fan of Philip and Nick so far. I like them both. I just wish that they both could be playing like individually.
I like them like so much more in episode number 2. Episode number 1, the entire episode was about them. Like they had so much screen time. It was just like, oh, we're brothers and we're fighting together, and oh, I can't believe I let you down. Bro. And I was like, oh my god, I don't care. Give me somebody else. And then the second episode, they did a lot better job. I like them too. I love their segment of in their isolation chamber. That was great. At first they start like bickering, like oh, it's all your fault. Why'd you have to come in here? And then they're like, eventually they're like dancing shirtless. It's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, it was awesome. What happens after that? Oh yeah, so then Levita basically has the HOH that Becky had, where she tells her target exactly that she's your target, and then that target stays. The house gets flipped. Kelsey goes on the full-on Allison BB4 mode and flirts with everyone. And when Philip and like when Philip's like, you know, I kind of have a crush on Kelsey. I was like, do you not remember your bio? The girls are gonna ruin you.
Well, at least he knew it. Like
that's true. It's true. He's self-aware.
I think the faster these girls go home, the better Philippe's gonna do in this game. So Paige going home is a good thing for him. So.
Yeah, that's true. Because like Kelsey and Jared are gonna show man. So I don't think Philip's gonna win that. He might be the Andrew of that relationship when and BB Can won. I don't think you watched it, but Jillian and Emmett were like super tight, and then Andrew was like kind of like, I'm not sure he was like in love with Jillian, but he definitely like liked her a lot. And so he was just like kind of like awkwardly strung along as well. But he had no chance of like beating Emmett for her affection, or at least that's how I remember it. That's how like, people have talked about it. Trying to think of what happened after. Like so then, yeah, and then they have, I think it was Mitchell, Joel, and Philip talk as like them three about like who should stay, and then Philip's like, I want Kelsey to stay, and I was like, oh well, sorry Paige,
yeah,
you're going home.
I really like. I'm sorry, I was looking at something. You're talking about the scene with Joel, Mitch, and them around the pool. Yeah. I really like that scene, just because I'm a big Mitch supporter, and I was like, okay, we already see people coming to him to talk about keeping him in the loop. So like we don't know what he did, like become likable or like become friends with these guys quite yet. But him and Joel, people are coming up to them, talk to them. That's a good sign. Oh
yeah, definitely. Did anything else happen before the eviction?
No, just a lot of people. Paige talking, like doing nothing. She's like sitting in bed. All the people are talking. She's like doing, I don't even know. She's like, literally, we saw her like sitting in bed for most of the time. It was like, here's what Kelsey's doing. Here's what everybody else is doing. Here's what Paige is doing. She's like, I'm in a bed being sad. It's like, come on, girl, get out there.
Yeah. She. The only time sleeping has really ever worked out in someone's favor to save them while they're on the block was Zach Rance in BB16.
That's true. Beast Mode Cowboy, covered in clutch.
Yeah. So then we get to vote. It was a 7-4 vote, but it was 4-4 at one point because the way that they organized it, and I was like, it's not unanimous. This
Yeah.
is so nice.
Yeah, 7-4 is a really close vote, especially for the first week. Like,
Mm-hmm.
7-4 sounds like a lot, but I mean, one person flips and then it's 6-5, right?
Yeah.
That's as close as we can get.
Mm-hmm. And Paige goes home, which is sad because I know that you were a big fan of her going in. I also really liked her. Absolutely loved her video
Yeah.
with her with her like being a hunter.
She's like on this like giant quad that's like at least like 15 times her size.
Yeah, it's
It's like
amazing.
going through like in snow and it's like, this is crazy. I like it though.
I'm sad that we don't get to see her on the feeds. I'm also sad for her because she doesn't get to see herself on the feeds.
Yeah, it's true. She did seem like the biggest, like one of the bigger fans going into the season. Like we said in her very first intro video that for her 19th birthday, her parents bought her a plane ticket to a BB Can casting. And I was like, oh
Yeah.
man, she must be like a really and like a big enthusiast of the show at least. And it's like,
Mm-hmm.
sorry, girl, 2 days and you're out of here.
Yeah, and she might have actually known who the international house guests were, because the
Potentially.
people in the house right now have no idea what the hell these people are.
Well, yeah, to be fair, I wouldn't either. Because if it,
Mhm.
like I didn't know who Nikki or I mean I'd seen clips of Tim, but I wouldn't have put it together that that's Tim Dormer.
Yeah, yeah. I think if you would have had them go in last season with the super fans in that cast, and half of them would have known them.
Yeah.
Because I know also on the BB Can't 2 feeds, Netta and someone else would just like talk about Tim and Nikki like all the time on the feeds. So yeah, I guess might as well start talking about the international house guests, the wild cards.
Wild cards. Yeah.
They both get immunity for the week as well, and they can't. Actually, the Globe, not just Canada, the Globe, because we all could have voted, and I voted numerous times for the people that got in, Nikki, Graham, and Tim.
Tim Dormer.
And
Yeah.
I'm really happy that they got in. I didn't want to see Jace again. Like, I'm sure it would have been good TV. Evil Dick had his tweet about him going AWOL and like maybe like taking Marsha the Moose off the wall, and I was like, I kind of want to see that. Besides that, I was like, I want to see Tim and Nikki play the U.S. Canada version of Big Brother and not have a popular vote. I want to see how their game changes.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. I like Jace. I'm a big fan of Jace. I feel for him being backdoored twice, first ever.
Yeah.
But we had seen him twice, and in a similar North American format. We have not seen Tim play that yet, and I don't. This Veronique, whatever her name was,
I'm pretty sure that she went out second, and she's only popular because she slept with a lot of like Premier League players.
Yeah, I don't know. She didn't seem any interesting at all to me. And the things people tell me about Nikki, she seems like a blast. So.
Oh yeah, yeah. So then they go in, and I think that's where the episode ends, right?
Yeah, it ends as they're entering the house. Yep.
Okay. All in all, I thought both episodes were good. I definitely like them. I wasn't like blown away by them. I'm a big fan of the cast as a whole, though. I feel like there's a lot of storylines and places that the season can go. It's not super predictable, I don't think either, and I'm just really excited for the season.
Yeah, me too. I'm very excited for the season. I wasn't blown away at all by the premiere. I thought it was focused on the brothers way too much. But I think the second episode did a great job bringing everything together. The only one thing it did, it really makes me appreciate the BBUS format is they get like sometimes I think really you need 3 days to get all this information out. Like, can we just squeeze some competitions together? It was like, no, you can't squeeze a veto and an eviction in the same episode. Like, there's just too much content to get to, and we don't know the full story. We never will. So that's a little unfortunate, but all in all, for what we got, I enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm. It was much better done this season than BB Can 3, where they had Canada vote for who was going to go home. We didn't see them on the feeds.
Oh yeah. Oh my, I forgot about that. Oh, that was awful.
I mean, looking back, like Risha's cool, but I think they made the good choice. But that's also just because I'm like a super huge fan of Kevin and Pete Lee like dating.
I feel like they didn't do much for like the entire season besides for like be just like an even more lovable Jordan Lloyd, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
But Like Risha wouldn't have been there very long. So
Yeah. Yeah, because the entire house wanted to vote to evict Russia too.
yep.
So made sense. So that's about it for what we see in the show. So we're going to talk just like 10 minutes maybe about what because the feeds went up last night and what's going on with that. I watched a little bit. I think you watched more than I did.
Not
Actually,
too much. I spent some time watching. Not too much though.
okay, so we'll just talk about like who won HOH, what the house dynamics, who we like so far, really.
Yep.
So if you are gonna leave because you just want to watch the show, you don't want to be spoiled. Thank you for watching. You can follow me on Twitter at Dylan Mickanen, DYLANMICKANEN. Frankie.
You can follow me at Frankie Redfern, FRANKIE _REDFERN.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. Now, if you're still here, we're just gonna give 5 more seconds for people to exit out of wherever they're watching this, and then okay, let's get into the spoilers. Jared won HOH.
Jared won HOH. Yeah.
Which makes me saying that he should have just tried to win the first one. A dumb thing that I said. Because with hindsight, it's like, oh well, he saved the first week. He got his girl to be safe, and now he's won again, and so he's safe. Kelsey's safe, and I think he's targeting Levita and Sherry, right?
To my knowledge, yeah, that's right. Considering Levita went after his potential showmance, and Sherry's her only real ally so far, at least to him. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that makes sense. I feel like that's a good move. It's very obvious. There's a very obvious motive there. You can say that you went after Kelsey, who I really like.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna evict you, or I'm gonna try to evict you. And then Sherry, you're her closest ally. So it makes sense. I really enjoyed Tim and Nikki on the feeds.
Oh my gosh, I am in love with Nikki. And Tim too. Tim is a wonderful, but
did you see actually I'm pretty sure you did because I retweeted it and then I think you favorited it. Tim's reaction when everyone was crying during Jared's HOH letter.
Yeah.
He's so confused.
He was like, I can't even like do an impersonation of it. It was so good. Just look out for it. Just look for I think Tim's gonna give us some great reaction gifts for the entire season. So keep on the lookouts for those.
They gave the house guests alcohol because I was just like I was watching, but I was also watching because I was watching the OKC Warriors game as well. And all of a sudden, everyone just starts screaming, and I'm like, "What's going on? Are they actually going to show us like a twist happening?"
Yeah.
And then I'm like, "Oh, they just got alcohol." And then we immediately rushed to like text each other that they got alcohol and like how excited we are that they got alcohol. And then they're like, "Tim, this is your chance for redemption." I'm like, "Not again." I'm gonna have to watch it live. Yeah, and then really
I was kind of. Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Oh, no. I was just gonna give a comment. Throw away comment. You keep going.
Okay, and then really the rest of the night they just like chilled like at that table, and like once in a while someone would leave and come back, it was nice having them all be on the same screen.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, I'd like to see their interactions, but it was like. We didn't see anything crazy. We didn't see anybody ruin their games last night. They're at that table, which is kind of what I was hoping to see. But you know.
Apparently, people on Big r/BB always say that the best Nikki Graham is angry Nikki Graham, and second best Nikki Graham is drunk Nikki Graham. So I was hoping for some fireworks, but nah, we didn't get anything. But the social aspects so far, I feel like Nikki and Tim were doing well, like adjusting, and they're doing a good job, especially Tim, of downplaying why it's important, like why it's significant that they came from International Big Brother. It's like, okay, yeah, so we've been in a house before, but we have never played by these rules at all.
Yeah, Tim's done a great job diffusing any really attention onto him besides for positive attention. Like He's been such a great conversationalist, and he's been like even just his first comment. He told when he was talking to Arissa, she's like, "Oh, what's your strategy?" And he's like, "Well, I was gonna be the dumb one, but we already got her right there."
I
Just like,
laughed so hard. That was amazing.
yeah, yeah. So Tim did a great job. Nikki was great too, although she did seem to get caught several times by what people are calling the Joel and Dallas vortex, where she'd just be like sitting somewhere and like Joel and Dallas would just like come over here and she just looked so bored. She just was like, at one point even she's like sitting at the table and she's like barely making conversation with them, and Ramsey just comes out of nowhere, picks her up, and like carries her up the stairs.
Oh, really? That actually
Yeah,
happened?
yeah, that actually happened.
Oh my
It was like, okay.
That's
I
fun.
think a part of it was last night. Last night was a very overwhelming night for her and for Tim too. You know, there's a lot to take in. So
Hmm.
yeah, that was great. I'll talk about some of the scheming that went on last night. Do you have anything?
I'm not familiar with any of it, so you go ahead and
Okay, I
talk
saw
about it.
not a whole lot, but what I did see were pretty much everyone that voted to evict Kelsey felt pretty betrayed. They all thought everyone was voting to get rid of Pate. I guess I'm sorry. Yeah, they thought
Yeah.
everybody was going to vote to get rid of Kelsey. So the people that voted to get I'm confused. I'm mixing myself up. They thought everyone was going to vote to get rid of Paige, and the people that voted to get rid of Kelsey, like Ramsey and Sherry, they had a whole conversation where they talked about how they can't trust anyone in the house, and so it looks like Levita, Sherry, and Ramsey, or at least Sherry and Ramsey, started forming a bit of a bond last night. Um, I saw a bit of scheming kind of last night between Dallas and Jared in the kitchen. Like everybody was upstairs doing stuff. Tim was entertaining all of them, and they were just down there like doing dishes and talking about competitions and their and the Bro Alliance, which is slowly forming, and who Jared's targets should be. So nothing too major from what I could tell, but
Okay.
those are just a couple little things I noticed.
Okay, and then who were the four that voted to evict Kelsey again? It was
It would be Sherry,
Sherry, Maddie.
Ramsey, yeah, Sherry, Maddie, Ramsey, and I don't know.
I forget the last one. It definitely makes sense. Maddie would vote to evict her. Uh, it's not good news for my winners pick that Ramsey was on the wrong side of the first vote.
Yeah, you know.
But who knows? I did catch a conversation between Tim and Ramsey where they were in the storage room or the pantry room. And they were just like talking, and I felt that they were both doing a good job, like
Yeah.
socializing, getting along with each other and stuff.
Mhm.
I didn't watch too much of feeds. I'm gonna be watching more this weekend, just like whenever I'm home. Like, oh yeah, I'll just like have the feeds on while I do stuff in the background.
Yeah, there's not really a whole
But
lot to see in this first. At least last night, from what I could tell, there wasn't a whole lot to see in terms of
mhm.
gameplay and
but
scheming. So
it's just so nice to have BB back and be able to be like, oh, I have nothing to do for an hour. Throw on the feeds.
yep.
Catch up on r/slash Big Brother live discussions. Like, I've missed everyone there.
Yeah, it's true.
So yeah, I don't really have much else to add about the first week in the live feeds. Do you?
I really don't. No, I think we covered pretty much everything.
Yeah.
So
Okay. All right. Let's just do quick predictions for next week. Who do you think goes home?
um it's hard to tell because we don't even know who's picked for. We don't even know who's. We actually don't even know who's nominated yet, because that could change. But
Mm-hmm.
if I had to put money on it, I would say who's going home next week. I'd put money on Sherry, but
Yeah, I would
I don't
agree
know.
because I think Levita has the best chance of going home, but I feel like she's also good at comps, so I feel like she could just win veto, and then Sherry will just be screwed.
And you never
By
know.
the
According
rest
to
of it.
Levita's pregame video, she said she's below average intelligence, so and below average like everything. So we'll see.
That's true. I don't know. I think it'll be one of the 2 nominees though.
Yeah, because I don't really see anyone like the who would take them off the block in veto.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure why anyone, but besides for maybe Ramsey, but if he does, I don't. He's sunk for me. There's no reason to make a move like that week 2, and
Hmm.
make another enemy. I mean,
Yeah.
if one of them does win the veto, I have no idea who go up, but it'd probably just be a complete pawn because no one will want to get. Probably just be some random person, and then like the other one will go home.
Mhm. Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. So I think it's about I think it's about it for this first episode for the week 1 recap. Thank you everyone for watching. I had a good time talking about Big Brother. I always love talking about Big Brother. Follow me on Twitter at Dylan Mickanen, DYLANMICKANEN. Give this video a thumbs up. Yeah, subscribe.
Like and sub, YouTube money.
Yeah, I
You can
mean,
follow.
we're not we're not we're not making much off this.
You can follow me
We're getting
at
it done.
Frankie_Redfern, FRANKIE_REDFERN. Come chat with me about Big Brother.
Yeah. All right. See you.
Bye.